Hello everyone, my name is Katrina. Thank you so much for joining our webinar today, and I'm very excited to have you all here. We're going to discuss 7 issues which customers face when they have to contact customer service, and we'll show you how these problems can be solved by our mobile customer service solution. We're going to introduce you to a relatively new term which we call rich contact experience, and we'll demonstrate how you can benefit from implementing tailored services for smartphone users in your contact center. I also want to mention that if you have any questions, please use chat window directly in webinar, and we'll answer all of them at the very end. So we have Kelly Hunt and Greg Root from our customer success team here with us, and Dave Patel, Director of Customer Success and Training, who will start our webinar. Hi, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and looking forward to spending the next 20 or 30 minutes with this particular audience. So, Kelly, we are ready for the next slide, please. All right, so what we're seeing in the industry right now and really in society is a transition, and this transition is underway, and I think all of the audience members have seen this. You know, we go back a decade or two when the internet was brand new, web was brand new, and what we're seeing today is really a transition, and we're transitioning that web out to our smartphones. And just this past year was the first time that the mobile applications and the mobile web browsing surpassed the PC browsing. As a matter of fact, 86% of our time is spent in mobile applications versus 14% of the time on the mobile web. So this is a transition that's underway. What we're seeing is new behavior, new patterns, and this is reaching out through society. And I think all of you can relate to the fact that smartphones are becoming inseparable from ourselves. We take those smartphones with us to dinner. As a matter of fact, we have statistics that show 75% of the folks even take smartphones with them to the restroom. And I could even admit to being guilty of having my cell phone in my pocket everywhere I go. We're also seeing an uptick in the different types of communication channels, and really driven around the mobile applications, and it's changing the way we interact and the way we communicate. For instance, the WhatsApp has over 600 million users today. Skype has over 300 million users. Viber over 400 million users. So that attests to the fact that this is changing our communication channels that we're used to. And what are the expectations of this new connected world? And what are these expectations that we have now that we're much more mobile, we have the smartphones? Well, one is one-click purchasing, one swipe sharing, one-touch contacts. One picture's worth 1,000 words. You know, one video tells the entire story. And what are most folks used to today, besides the expectations of this connected world? Well, today, if I wanted to call for customer support, I may have to look up a toll-free number. I may have to look up a phone number. I typically have to dial it. I go into a menu tree. I have to navigate that particular menu tree. I wait in queue, finally speak to an agent. They may provide me with a contact number, a confirmation number. I have to locate a place to document that and maintain it. How am I going to get history of that particular call? And these are some of the items that the rich contact experience is going to address. I'm going to turn it over to Kelly right now that's going to actually take us into a product demonstration and show us this capability in action. And while she's doing the demonstration, just to reiterate, if you do have any questions, feel free to use your chat window at the bottom of your webinar display on the right-hand side and enter those questions, and we will try to address every one of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Now Kelly is going to show us how everything works. So please go ahead, Kelly.
Well, thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. It's our pleasure to spend these few minutes with you and kind of take you through alternate means of communicating with your customer. As Dave mentioned, my name is Kelly Hunt. I'm part of the customer success team at Bright Pattern, and I will be taking you through sort of the functional piece of our demonstration today. To set the stage before we get started, I just wanted to introduce you to the two players that we have helping us out today. On the left-hand side, in my agent desktop application, I have my agent, Alan Fawcett. He's going to be our agent throughout our time together today. On the right-hand side, I have my iPhone connected up here, and this is going to be our customer, Kelly. To set the stage, Kelly's just had a little bit of a fender bender, and she wants to initiate communication with her insurance company, and that's going to be Alan on the other end. As you can see on my iPhone, I have a sample app that we've put together using the SDK that's available from Bright Pattern. This is our sample mobile application. You can see it here. I'm going to go ahead and launch it and get us started. So as I mentioned, Kelly's just had a little bit of a fender bender. She needs some help. She's going to start this communication by just saying, help. Right? We'll make it nice and simple. Click the Help Me link, and you'll notice on the left-hand side of our screen, our agent Alan has gone into a busy state. He's now participating in this communication. He has the option to accept or reject this communication, so we'll go ahead and accept it. And now he's signed up and he is talking with Kelly virtually. Before we get started, just a couple of things to point out to you. As Dave mentioned as we got started, some of those traditional pain points that we've all, I'm sure, experienced, even in a situation like this. Finding that phone number to call, dialing menu option 1, menu option 2, entering the policy number, which, you know, in this time of a little bit of chaos, may or may not be easy to find. Kelly, on her end, all she had to do was start that communication by clicking that link on her app. Alan, on his side as our agent, has been presented with a whole lot of information about Kelly right up front. He can see who she is. That's important, so he can address her by name. Her phone number, that's the mobile device that she's calling from. So we've got that there as well as her location. So one of the nice features of this different or alternate approach, this rich contact experience, is that we can begin to take advantage of just the mobile phone functionality. Kelly has GPS built into her phone, so we can see she's somewhere off of Falcon Highway. So that might help Alan as he gets started. You'll notice now that Alan has accepted this communication, we've pre-populated some information down here for him. Hello, Kelly. Welcome to ABC Corporation. He can just go ahead and hit send. Minor point, but nice that we can can those responses, the things that you're going to be typing over and over again, so that we improve efficiency for our agents. No need to have them do all of that free-form typing. So Alan has asked Kelly how he can help her, and she'll just go ahead and let him know what the status is. So she's been in an accident, and she needs to open, oops, I need to open a claim. So we can see as she's typing, we're taking advantage again, even of simple things like the autocorrect. If you type like I do, that's being managed by the mobile device. So Alan can go ahead and say, great, I can get you started and help you with this. And then go ahead and send it. So he doesn't only have to use those canned responses, he can certainly do free-form text and tailor the experience to his customer. He may want to tap on the information that he already has, so verify with Kelly where she is located, what her contact number is. So he might say, I see you are on Falcon Highway and Curtis Road. Is this correct? So Kelly's going to get this information again real time. Okay, and she can go ahead and answer him and let him know. So they can have this communication very quickly and easily. Kelly didn't have to wait to get to Alan. She didn't have to enter a bunch of information. Again, it was just the initiation of that application that we have built. Alan might need some additional information to get this claim started for her. So we can say, you know, Kelly, can you send me a picture of the damage? Kelly's gone ahead and taken a picture. So we can again take advantage of that mobile functionality. We all have cameras built into our smartphone, so she can simply choose a picture from her library. We've got a picture of that broken car here that she can send over. And Alan can let her know, thank you very much. We'll attach this to the claim for you. Okay, and that picture is uploaded, and Alan receives that just as soon as it's uploaded. He has that information that he can then save off, attach to the claim. Maybe there's some additional photographs of the, you know, bits and pieces of the damage that he wants to collect. At this point, Alan has everything he needs, so though he could go ahead and call Kelly directly from here while chatting with her over the mobile app, he might decide that this is really all he needs to get going. Kelly's been in and out. The experience has been very easy for her. She has not had to navigate menus, enter information. The application identified her and pushed through all of that communication to Alan. So Alan might just decide to say, thank you. That's all we need at this point in time. We'll go ahead and open a claim for you. So Kelly gets that real time. So she might decide, you know what, how do we actually get that claim information? So how can you send me my claim number? We have a couple of options, and one of these we'll explore after we end this interaction, but Alan might just decide, you know, it's claim 1234567, right? Or whatever number I've just typed in there for the claim number. So that's stored, and we're going to come back and reference that here in just a little bit so that we can see just one more way that we've made everything easier for Kelly. The alternative is he can actually take advantage of some SMS functionality. We know Kelly's on her phone. She has the app, but he might decide that he wants to send her a text message. So we'll say, you know what, your claim is 1234567. He can send that to Kelly as an SMS message, and we'll see that pop in here in just a second as coming from Alan. So ease of use on both sides. Alan was presented with all of the information that he needed from Kelly. Right up front, there's our text message from Alan, real time from ABC Corporation. That's come through. So Kelly's going to have a record of that text message as well, all simultaneously without actually picking up the phone. Once Alan's done, he might decide, you know what, I can let Kelly go. She's spent about 6 minutes with us. We've gotten her in and out. We've gotten that claim started. We can let her get back to managing the situation around her recent accident. So we might say, you know what, is there anything else we can help you with today? And Kelly can say no. She's received her claim number. So I'm good. I have my claim. Have a great day. Again, tapping on those canned responses make things easier for our agents. We can just have a thank you, have a great day response from Alan as well so that we can take advantage of that functionality. Once Alan's done, he can go ahead and end the chat. He'll move into an after call work state, so he's going to wrap up this call. We do have our dispositions here, so he can come in and say that this was a new claim report, so we can use that later on for reporting if we choose to, and complete that call. Alan returns to a ready state, but on the right-hand side, I did want to draw your attention as well to the fact that we've got a little survey response that's popped up here. So Kelly has the ability, you know, oftentimes we have after a traditional phone call or an email survey. There's no reason that just because we are looking at these alternate contact channels, this rich contact experience, that we can't expand that functionality and include something like a survey after the fact. So Kelly might say, yep, that issue was resolved, the conversation was great, it was quick and easy, and then submit that and be done. I mentioned when we sent the text message that there's any number of different ways to make this easy for our customer, Kelly. She has that text message. Of course, she can go back and reference for her claim number, but she also has the ability right from our application to access past conversations with Alan. So that history is stored for her. She can just go in and take a look, see what everything, what was discussed in here. So that's stored as history for her, just as one more way to make it easier for her on a day-to-day basis. So Kelly's done. She's going back to what she needs to do. She's got her claim number from Alan quickly and easily. We're going to go back, and I'm just going to turn off mirroring so we've got a little more real estate. And I did want to just take a moment to show you how we facilitate this within the system. So I've got my mobile application. We're going to log in here real quick. It's timed out while I've been chattering at all of you. So the mobile interaction was facilitated with what's called a scenario. And that's what I'm showing you here. This is the scenario for what we just did between Alan and Kelly. The scenario builder is all drag and drop. We'll go through and take a look at just a couple of these to kind of give you a feel for how easy this is to build. Right up front, we'll see that send message. Thank you for contacting ABC, processing your transaction. You'll remember when Kelly initiated that from her smartphone, that's what she saw. We can actually look at estimated waiting time. As we talk about these rich contact experiences, I think one of the driving factors among those 7 pain points that we've listed out and talked about as we've gone through, wait time, from my perspective, is key. Along with having to, get out of the IVR and find all of these numbers, if I then have to wait for 45 minutes in queue while I've just had an accident and I want that claim number, it tends to be a frustrating experience. So check that estimated waiting time. How long are we going to make her wait on her smartphone, presumably on the site of her accident, before we can get her some help? If that wait time is too high, maybe more than a few seconds or so, we might decide that we want to send her somewhere else. We've got that web screen pop built in here, so taking advantage of the phone's location services. That was a great help for Alan. He saw exactly where she was located. Maybe she wants to request medical attention. She's just been in an accident. So Alan has the ability to see, have visibility into where she is, so he can help to drive that. Our find agent block is next up on the list. One of the key things or important things to me in this situation, we are using that alternate contact method, our mobile application, presenting that rich contact experience to our customer. But there's no reason to sacrifice sort of traditional skills-based routing in doing that. That find agent block can go out and look for the most qualified agent to help Kelly. Alan might specialize in car claims. His neighbor, Michael, might specialize in homeowners claims. So let's make sure that even though we're taking this new alternate approach, that we're still being intelligent about routing traffic. Next up, we want to keep folks informed every step of the way. So as they are being connected to an agent, we've found someone, let's tell them that, because that instant feedback in terms of a mobile approach is key. Keep them engaged. Make them feel like they are being serviced just as quickly as possible. We're going to inform them every step of the way. And then, of course, we're going to connect that chat, so we're going to have everybody talk to each other as we did with Alan and Kelly. Down at the bottom, you'll remember we did that mobile chat survey. So we asked Kelly for her feedback after the call or after the interaction was over. That's important. We want to collect that information. It's always an interesting situation to come back and look. If we're surveying on traditional methods like inbound calls and some of these new methods like SMS or email or mobile, it's important to see what the feedback is from our customer. Our survey was rather short. We just had those 3 questions up front to say, how was your experience? Did you resolve your problem? But that's a completely configurable form for you so that you can better target your customers with the information you need. Also, keep in mind, we made this very quick and easy for Kelly to initiate from her smartphone. All she had to do is click Help. But as we talk about routing intelligently with these alternate contact methods, we might decide that we want to collect some information up front. Is it a car claim? Is it a homeowner's claim? What are you actually contacting us about, so that we can then come back and use that intelligent routing for our find agent to make sure we're getting this to the appropriate person. Okay. Then, with that, hopefully that gives you a great taste of that rich contact experience, just introduces some additional ways for you to communicate with your customer. And with that, I am going to bring up our slides, and we'll ask Greg to jump in and just let us sum up what we have had the opportunity to see together today, and then hopefully take some questions from the audience as we wrap up our time together today.
Thank you very much, Kelly. So take a look at your business or possibly one of your customers' businesses and envision what you can do with what you just saw to enrich their experience and to eliminate the tedious issues that we've all experienced and Kelly and Dave both mentioned as far as the standard IVRs today. What can this do for you? What would you think if it can be as easy as adding just a simple button to an existing smartphone which provides tailored customer support that your clients demand and solves all of the issues that we've gone over? Look at it from a customer standpoint. It's a self-empowered interaction. They own the resolution, they own the interaction, and they manage the interaction, empowering them in a situation where they need help. It also eliminates some of the things we've mentioned several times: waiting in queue, finding the phone number, getting that ticket number, that reference number, whatever the case may be. Some of the things that we can really do here is we can engage efficiently. We can offer text messaging simultaneously with a call or instead of a call or with the mobile interaction. We can send pictures. We can send documents. We can send anything else during the conversation with the representative. It makes the representative certainly more efficient. It's a better experience for the customer, and it also offers a better alternative for you and for your customers than traditional inbound or outbound calls.
Thank you so much, Greg, and I'm really glad to see that we have a couple of questions from you guys. So, Dave, could you please go ahead and answer some of them?
Well, thanks, Katrina. Yeah, we have 3 questions that came in from the audience during the webinar, the presentation. The first question regards additional functionality. So this individual on the question stated that they see other functionality in the desktop, the voice path. So we would like to just, if you don't mind, take a trip out to our website at brightpattern.com, and you will see that we do offer a fully functional contact center solution. It includes ACD for your inbound call routing. It has a built-in IVR. It has quality management built in. It has a dialer built in, reporting. So it is a fully functional platform that can support up to 5,000 concurrent users. The next question that came in was, what type of SDKs do we have? And so the SDK that Kelly was alluding to, we have two flavors. One is for the iOS and one is for Android devices. It comes with a sample application also, and that's all designed to get you up and running very quickly. And the third question was, in a voice or mobile application type of environment, what type of per minute costs are involved? And in general, when you're dealing with the that mobile type of application, that is a chat that's going across the web. So in general, there's no additional per minute charges for that type of communication. So once you've engaged in it and rolled that out, it's not a per minute charge as a phone call would be, as your toll-free numbers would be. So those were the three. Well, it looks like we have one more question coming in right now. And this particular question is asking about hosting capabilities, and is this a cloud-based solution? So yes, this is a cloud-based solution. It can also be installed on-prem, so it's really flexible in that type of environment, those types of options. So you do have a cloud-based opportunity, or if you have a need for a premise-based solution, please contact us.
Really great questions, guys. Thank you so much again. And if you have more questions, please send them to marketing@brightpattern.com, and feel free to contact us for personal demo. Thanks so much. Happy Halloween.
Thank you.